New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready? Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Now Hall to start the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
In motion right is Wilson. To throw on second down. Curry. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go.
Hey, ready?
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Off play action. Curry. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Credit the sack to the Oregon Duck, DeForest Buckner.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
18 Rattler.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Let's go. 10-11.
Back to throw. Curry. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Curry. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
Here we
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Here we go. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Here we go. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
11 Thomas.
Burrow will throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mike Gesicki halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Curry. He completes it to Wilson. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Oh, that's a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, Curry going right back to Wilson. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A give running right is Hall. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Curry. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Here we go.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Gotta go.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 10 yards there and a Bengal first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Here we go.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Here we go, here we go.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
11.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
First down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
11, Thomas.
Play action. It's Burrow. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive, stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. We'll start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Curry. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The Jets on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and a mile. In motion, the tight end.
Go, Reed, go! Go!
Throwing on 3rd and long. Curry. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And the final clocking on the next-gen stats there, how about this? 22.1 miles per hour. Wow.
On 2.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And it's out. He put it on the carpet, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Curry
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. All tied up at 10, 2 minutes left in the first half.
Let's go! Please, Ryan! Check pass, check pass. Ready?
On the counter, it's Hall. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
No check, no check. Ready?
Hall again on 2nd down. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Check, hurt.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that 1st down gain of 8. Now Lutz for the field goal try. He hit his first, this one from 38. The kick by Lutz is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10.
So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted.
The 30.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
The slot man in motion right. Give to Hall running right. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Breece Hall.
27 yards.
And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Like Sony thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow on play action.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19, right here. 19, right.
Throwing to start the drive. Curry throwing quickly to Wilson. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
To throw on 2nd down. Curry. He's got the connection to Moore. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Curry. And it's caught.
And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
They'll run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Breece Hall.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
What's good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They will throw on first down with Burrow. That one's complete to Tomlinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
They go play action with Burrow. This one caught downfield by Higgins. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
11. 11, MP, take. 11, stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So now fourth and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Hall again on second down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Throwing on first down. Curry. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off the play fake. Curry. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, Curry. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
On first and 10, Curry throwing the out route incomplete. That's Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson from 21 yards away. And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bengals drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's a quick throw to Higgins out wide. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead, it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
Done. Got. 11 MT. 11.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
Here we go.
And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
11 mighty. It can.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Here's Burrow completing this to Chase, and he'll be brought down at the 27.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Now Burrow on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. T. Higgins, 36 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Hurt! Right there, hurt!
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
On 3rd down, Curry. He has a man. It's complete to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And he gets it down to the 32.
59 yards. On 12 carries for him now. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Hall again. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, they sent the power set out there, and their job is to be man-on-man and move people so they can run the football. But that time, too many men didn't get moved in the box defensively. They end up throwing him for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go, Reed, go!
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 3rd down, here's Hall. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now Lutz for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Going right side here, and that's complete. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
37. Bengals 27. Kevin McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Ball again on 2nd down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
The It's always been funny to me, Brandon, when coaches always talk about on hot days like the one we have here, well, it's hot for both teams. But when one team has the advantage, when one team is running the ball really well and closing things out, it's hotter for the defensive side, and they sag a lot quicker.
Yeah, they say the dog days of August, the heat we're seeing here today, dog days of September, and the advantage right now on the offensive side. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
Excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of the season.